Hello and welcome back to a Pokemon Elite Redux Elite playthrough. We are here again with Elite Redux to show off some more beautiful Megas, because we have ourselves a fixed Mega Popcorm to show off today. Because apparently the issue was with its ability, not with its Mega Evolution. In hindsight, I probably should have figured this out, given that I realized that Machamp could probably have multiple abilities. I just never tested it. So in my head, I think I said the idea, and then I maybe went, it's probably silly. I just assumed all of the Megas had one ability. But the abilities being multiple for Megas is crazy. That sounds stupidly powerful. So we have Puffy as our main ability on Popcorm, so that we can get this thing Mega Evolved. It makes sense to put it on Puffy anyway, because, I mean, we're not making any use of Unburden when we're holding a Popcormite. A held item isn't going to be used, so we don't get any value out of Unburden regardless. Meaning that we get a good ability change instead, and we get the Mega shown off. So, because of that, probably don't need the extra HP. We should be, fine to just dump that into speed, make it as fast as possible. And we're going to be sticking with pretty much the same moveset. I don't think we learned anything. Oh, wait. Never mind. Goodbye to Pin Missile, because Peck gets buffed. Yeah, okay, Victory Dance, very good move. That's very funny that that's the move of all things that I find out about as I start recording, because I literally just picked up some different team members to try and make use of that, but we'll get to that in a second. Second up, though, the other Mega that I want to test off is Mega Luxray, because Luxray is a beautiful, beautiful Pokemon. Luxio is my favorite Pokemon, so I obviously have to see what this thing can do. At the moment, I'm keeping it on Electric Burst, because, you know, that seems like a completely reasonable thing to have it on, and I'm assuming that we can test some different Mega abilities throughout this episode as we go through. But Jolly Nature, Max Attack, we're running Ice Fang, we're running Secret Power, we're running Rip and Tear, and we're running Thunder Fang, because it is an 100% accurate move in this game, and Rip and Tear is the move that we've seen Feraligatr have that is absolutely nuts. It may have been on Silver Pokemon, but I immediately think of Feraligatr. Very, very strong move. 110 base power is crazy, it just can't be used twice in a row, but we'll see if that has too much of a negative effect. We could always run Crunch as well in its place, or other Dark-type moves like Night Slash, but Rip and Tear seems like the best thing for right now. The other Pokemon that I've put on the team that is new, at least, is Volbeat. And you might be like, why on earth are you running a Volbeat? Why, you're testing Megas, these crazy powerful Pokemon. What are you thinking? That's the thing, I'm not thinking. I'm running Gimmick, because Volbeat has Prankster, Volbeat has Baton Pass, and Volbeat has Setup with moves like Victory Dance, which is why it's funny that Popcorm just learnt it, which I didn't realize until right now. And it also has Tail Glow, so I want to try seeing how Baton Pass shenanigans work. I don't think they're going to work great, but if we can get a Baton Pass Victory Dance into, like, a Mega Luxray, that would make my brain very happy, and I'd be like, yippee. So, that's kind of the idea. Also running Tail Glow, just in case. I mean, we're not running, like, any special attackers right now, which might be an absolute disaster, but hey, that's part of the fun, right? For now, though, we're testing out Mega Popcorm as we continue along these watery routes down towards Dewford Town. We'll see if there's any other trainers. There's 2 trainers that I see right here. We'll battle a couple of trainers as we head down here. We'll head towards Slateport, and then if we get all the way through Slateport and we're still making good time, we'll try and do some Cycling Road stuff as well that we kind of skipped over before. Obviously, it's all very scaled up. Do you have anything that I should be afraid of? Or am I fine to just Victory Dance? Everything there is a 2-hit KO. Hydro Pump is a lot of damage, to be fair. That's 94% potentially, although we are about to Mega Evolve. I haven't seen what the Mega Evolution does. It might be safe as just a Bullet Seed. Well, Bullet Seed doesn't KO regardless. Unless it's, like, taking into account multi-scale or something. 25% less damage from super effective moves. Adds Dragon type to itself. Yeah, that is part of the problem. We do lose our super effective damage, huh? Okay. In that case, yeah, I'm gonna Victory Dance. Mega Evolution, Victory Dance. Let's see what Popcorm can do. This may have been a better test fight for Mega Luxray, given that we're seeing, you know, water types, but it's fine. Let's go ahead, set up our Victory Dance, and I want to see what our abilities are when we're Mega Evolved. Isn't it beautiful seeing it Mega Evolve? It makes my heart so happy. Water Gem boosted Hydro Pump. Hopefully we get some defenses. We should live regardless, but hopefully we get some defenses. That does hurt a lot. I don't know if we gained any defenses. It doesn't really look like it. Our defense and special defense are exactly the same. Our speed is really good with that victory dance up. It's kind of tough to look at the stats when we're, you know, we've just buffed them, but Technician. That's really good. That's really good. Still keeps skill link. We get levitate rather than well, no, we already had levitate. We have puffy. One of these abilities is missing, and for the life of me, I can't remember what it is. Is that bad? All I remember is skill link unburden. One of our main ability that we had has been pushed to our innate with puffy, and we've gained technician. I can't think of what we just lost because my brain is goo. Either way, though, bullet seed 100% chance to 5-hit KO. Perfect. Okay, that's all we need. We just need that 100% chance to 5-hit KO. Those 5 hits should take out this Lapras with no issue. Plus, when you have 5 hits, there's always that slightly increased crit chance, but, you know, we'll be fine. We take out the Lapras. We have ourselves our beautiful buffed up Mega Popcorm, which will break through Focus Ashes and stuff. However, it is still weak to priority, is the main issue that I can see with this Pokemon. Priority, after we've taken a hit, getting set up would be really bad, which is why setting up with our good old trusty little Volbeat would be ideal so that we could just swap in freely, hopefully. I guess even if we set up a Victory Dance and then Baton Pass out with our priority Baton Pass outspeeding or whatever, we would then still get hit with Popcorm. I don't know. Well, we'll think about it. We'll think about it. What ability did we lose? Am I being stupid? What really obvious ability am I forgetting about? Aerodynamics is what I'm forgetting about. Yeah, boost speed instead of being hit by the flying type moves. Okay, yeah. I was tying that in with levitate upping the flying moves, and I was like, what? But yeah, we gain puffy. I do want to see what the other one is. Unburden breaks. Solar power is the other ability that we can run. I wonder if that also gets pushed to the innate. It would be interesting if the whatever main ability you have before gets pushed to the innate. This is a little bit of a testing phase for me, obviously. We'll see. We'll see. Nido Queen does not scare me at all. I could Victory Dance. Well, a poison type move would suck, right? I shouldn't say it doesn't scare me at all. It doesn't have a poison move. Never mind. It does not scare me at all. It doesn't scare me at all. I'm dancing on this fall. We are Fortnite dancing on this Nido Queen. It is going to be absolutely fine. And we will see what ability we have. If it's still puffy, that wouldn't make sense, because then I wouldn't understand why it was crashing in the first place, but we'll see. We get our buff up, we get Ice Punch, that's fine. Pathetic damage, because we obviously just upped our defense, and we have Puffy. Okay, yeah, we do keep Puffy. Okay, so Puffy changes to Technician, which is kind of silly. You'd think Puffy would just stay as Puffy, and Technician would be the added innate, but I guess they didn't want to combine Technician plus Solar Power plus Skill Link, because that would be too strong. Maybe? there's a lot of strong things, so I don't know if that's really what they're thinking, but we do get Solar Power. So on a Sun team, I would say... Well, I would say that Solar Power is better if it wasn't for Technician just being universally better. I guess Solar Power also buffs our Fire-type moves with Popping Mayhem. So if you had the Sun boost, the Solar Power boost, Skill Link boost, that does get out of hand very quickly. I guess I see it. I do see it. However, on a Sun team, that's really strong. That is really, really strong. That would do a ton. Combined with, you know, Hisui and Lilligan Victory Dancing with Chlorophyll and Solar Blade activating in one turn. I mean, Sun teams are looking enticing. That's all I'm gonna say. Sun teams seem really, really strong. We will have to consider that going forwards. We have already, you know, messed around a little bit with Sun teams, and I don't want to just completely just get locked into one team the whole time, because I feel like that's what's cutting some of my enjoyment out of Soulstones a little bit, so I need to, like, work on that, obviously. But yeah, I do think that we need to, like, mix up teams, keep things fresh, but maybe we'll revisit the Sun team if we're ever struggling with a fight, for example. Although there's so many good Pokemon, I don't know if we're going to be struggling with a fight in a while. I just feel like we've got so many good options. I still want to try out an Electric Terrain team, though I think we're going to try that out against Winona. That would make the most sense, Winona being the Flying-type gym leader. I think we start using the electric terrain team once we get further up that way, so I'm kind of keeping it in my back pocket as an idea. Hopefully it's decent when we get there. There is a chance that I get there and she's just running 6 Landorus and I can't hit any of them with electric type moves, but if that happens, I'll cry then, and, you know, I'll regret not using it earlier. It's fine. But we do now have both of the Raichus, which is why I'm kind of saving it. I was kind of waiting early until we got a Alolan Raichu, but now we have it. Anything's on the table. Speaking of things that are on the table, we also have the shiny event for Luxray in front. We also have the shiny event for Wo-Chien now live for anyone that is still playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and cares about it. It is now live. You just go to the claim mystery gift to get via internet or whatever, and you should be able to get the Wo-Chien. Its original trainer is Paldea. I did claim mine yesterday now, I guess. Just kind of like 12 hours ago, so yesterday, sort of. Mega Evolve, Thunderfang. We'll see what abilities this Luxray has as well. But yeah, I recommend everyone go ahead and claim that. You do have until the 30th of September, but like, why wait and potentially forget? Just, you may as well just do it. Gleam Eyes. Frisked and saw its wide lens. Now, nice damage. 632. Lovely. Frisk is the ability that keeps throwing me off, okay? I know that when Minior changes form, it uses Frisk. However, I keep forgetting that Frisk disables the item. That's the part that keeps surprising me. Does Gleam Eyes... Gleam Eyes is Frisk plus Scare. I assume that also means that it disables the item. Okay. And lower special attack. Shocking more. Strong Jaw plus Bite moves have 50% paralysis chance? Okay. Alright. Let's relax. That's high. Does that combine with the paralysis chance on Thunderfang? Might. Jaws of Carnage devours half of the foe when defeating it. Is that 50% of my health back on KO rather than 50% lifesteal? I think that's 50% on KO. And Merciless, 100% crit if the target is slowed, poisoned, paralyzed, or bleeding. Yo, this was Sticky Web. This with Sticky Web. What is our speed? 214, 200. Can I see, like, the actual... Sorry, I know I'm just a stat nerd at times, but can I see the actual, like, base stats? Yes, 143 base attack, 114 base speed. 90, 95s on both... 90 HP, 95s on both defenses. Pretty decent bulk. That's not bad, right? You can live a hit with that. Well, in regular Pokemon, you can live a hit with that. In Elite Redux, maybe not, but 114 speed is a very interesting speed number. Like, faster than an Espeon, sure, because of the 110 base speed, but, like, it's not fast enough compared to a lot of the Pokemon that have been buffed in this game. Cool design, though. Really cool design. I like the tail, especially. The face... The face is a little bit lacking of features. It's kind of like it's just been enveloped by its mane, but like the tail, I like the tail. Right, can I hit you with Thunderfang? You are immune to Thunderfang? Okay. We can Rip and Tear for very good damage. Do you have anything that one-shots me is the question. You are Choice Scarf, you are Multiscale. Rip and Tear does 70% of your health with Multiscale. Mega Horn guaranteed. Okay. Alright, what we do here is we preserve Luxray. Because I don't want to see it get KO'd. It would make me upset. So I'm just going to go to Machamp or something to take a hit with its Multiscale up. I think... I may have taken Multiscale off of Machamp while I was messing around with abilities. Because I think I changed Machamp's ability around in case of potentially being able to get Raging Boxer. Because I think I still have its Mega Stone on it. Yeah, I changed it to Overwhelm. I think... I tested on a wild Pokemon, and that was the right thing for Raging Boxer, but we already Mega Evolved into Luxray, obviously. There's the one downside of what I'm doing. I'm testing a bunch of Megas, so obviously, you know, I have a bunch of Mega Stones on different things, which isn't the most ideal way of, you know, running your team. It's obviously smarter to go ahead and have... one, potentially two. I don't think having 2 Mega Stones on your team is a bad idea in case one is just completely useless, so you still have a backup strong Mega. I don't think 2 is a bad idea, but having 3 is a little bit overkill. Having a Tactical Vest or an Assault Vest on the champ would be a lot more useful, I imagine, but still. More Luxray testing, please. I want to see Luxray go crazy. I want to see Luxray destroy everything. I do think that we should maybe look for some trainers that have more than, 2 Pokemon. Also, I do want to, KO them all for battle points and just test and learn things, really. I didn't change his ability, which I wanted to do. I wanted to change his ability to see if we could get something different. Although, Strong Jaw plus, was it 50% paralysis on all bite moves is really good. Pataya Berry. No. Your berry has been denied. Is that reduces grass-type attacks or something? Maybe. I don't know. All those berries are the same. You're going to use First Impression. They call me a psychic. I have an idea. Yep. Tough Claws. Yep. First Impression. Yep. Guaranteed Oko. Yep. That all makes sense. That's about what I expected. I'm not going to think about it too hard. I'm just going to... I'm going to Volbeat. Hold on. I have an idea. Guys, this is clearly going to work flawlessly. Volbeat kind of lived that. I did put, some defense into Volbeat, which was really dumb thinking about it, because I actually kind of want it to have decent speed. I gave it a bold nature. I kind of split its defenses on the off chance that we might be able to get multiple victory dances up, but to be honest, I probably should have just invested fully into its speed so that we can, utilize the priority prankster baton pass with high speed in case they also have priority so that we outspeed, because then it becomes an even playing field again. That would have been smart, but I didn't. Zippy Zap? Oh. Okay, so my flawless strategy was, hey, it has the funny move that Pikachu has. Let's see how strong it is. Not very. No, not very. I don't think that's the best way to go about things. But you know what? It was kind of funny. I also put Basculegion back on the team because I just think that the choice banded Retaliate is just such a strong revenge killing mechanic. It's so good. And as we're fighting a lot of these trainers with only 2 Pokemon, it clears 1 Pokemon pretty much guaranteed. So I figured I'd put it back on the team just so I don't get completely swept by something stupid while I'm just going through these simple routes. Double Battle. Interesting. How do I want to go about a double battle? I kind of want to use Lilligant. I don't have, any multi-hit moves across any of my Pokemon. I'm just gonna lead with both of my grass types and keep Luxray in the back. Let's see. Let's do a double battle. We always battle Pokemon, me and my sister. I always lose, but we can beat you 2-on-2. Now, do you also just have 2 Pokemon? Because that'd be a little underwhelming. Okay, 4 Pokemon. This is more of a fight. Floritza and Dragalge. Okay. How do we want to go about this? I really want to Victory Dance and just see Leaf Blade just outright KO Floritza. Leaf Blade is what? Just under half the damage of Solar Blade? Does Solar Blade do, 2 times its HP? Can't see the overkill percentage, which would actually be really nice right now. Guaranteed 2-hit KO. Do you have a Sash? Oh, you have a Sash. Okay. Because it has a Sash, I kind of want a high horsepower Dragalge instead. Which makes sense, and then I can go ahead, Mega Evolve, and Bullet Seed into the Floritza. That's probably the way to do this. That should be fine. And then the high horsepower plus the Leaf Blade should take out Dragalge. Hopefully. High horsepower is also high crit rate. The Bullet Seed will get through the Sash on Floritza. Should be absolutely fine. Go, my beautiful Mega Popcorm. I'm just so glad you're here. I'm just so happy. I'm so happy. That's also why I'm playing Elite Redux again today. I know I need to get through Odyssey and Soulstones, but I just want to see my Mega Popcorn, okay? You gotta let me have this one, okay? He's my precious little guy, okay? Precious little guy. He deserves to be on screen, okay, after my blunder. I really should have checked abilities before. I was silly. He deserves this, okay? Popcorn deserves this. What is next? Please don't KO my Popcorn after I just said he deserves this. Basculin, not Basculegion though. Okay, as long as it's not Basculegion. Basculegion is scary. Basculin, I don't think is scary. Although I do remember it KOing my Executor in a Nuzlocke recently. Pokemon X, I think. Yeah. Maybe I should be afraid of it a little bit. Either way, adaptability, hyper-aggressive, yada yada yada. You shouldn't be too scary. And then, you know, Alomomola is Alomomola. I don't think that KOs anything in any world ever. So, do I think I could get away with victory dancing on Basculin right now? You know, I'm gonna try it. Oh, I can't choose. Oh. Bullet Seed actually isn't strong enough to outright KO an Alomomola. What a thickums. Oh well. Dual Bullet Seed to Basculin. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, we get to... Oh. Maybe it's not perfect. Hold on. Oh, into Lilligant? That's an absurdly strong... Stop. I'm Life Orb. I'm gonna KO myself by dancing, unless Popcorm goes first, KOs the Basculin, and then the Protector's up, so I don't KO myself dancing. Wait. Wait. Wait, it's perfect. I'm gonna live. Wait. Hold on. This is great. Okay, we get our victory dance up. This is great. We can then dance again, because this should go into a protect, and therefore it won't work. Nice, we live. Okay. Now we can be goofy, and we could victory dance again, realistically, because it's like the only option I really have. We're gonna KO ourselves with the Life Orb, but hey, at least we get, you know, an extra attack raise before we use our Leaf Blade this time. That's nice. Does it affect the outcome of the battle? Not at all, but it's satisfying. Yeah, all of these battles seem pretty chill. The Leaf Blade does outright KO. 287 damage off of a base 50 power Leaf Blade. From a setup move. It's so good. It's so good. Okay, back to Luxray. Actually, back to Volbeat. It's Volbeat's time. Let's see Volbeat do stuff. I kind of want to give it speed. Yeah, it's really dumb of me not to give it any speed. I really should. 115 base speed is also not bad. That outspeeds a Mega Luxray, by the way. That is not bad at all. Give me a plus speed nature. Give me a jolly nature. Just on the off chance that we can either, you know, get a KO with Volbeat. I don't see that happening in any world, but just on the off chance that they have priority and I'm left at 1 HP and I need to use my priority to get out. Tentacruel, that should be fine. The poison might be annoying if it poisons me, but 3-hit KO on Sludge Bomb. Dance on him. This would be a nice Pokemon to have, you know, a free Leaf Blade attack with, but it wouldn't make any sense for the Pokemon. Toxic Spikes, okay, kind of annoying. Kind of annoying. I dance again though. If it Toxic Spikes again, I might just turn this into a Zippy Zap Volbeat sweep. Okay, alright, I'll chill. Toxic Spikes could also be a good way to get Luxray going kind of crazy. I'm going for one more. But I do think that Sticky Web activating Merciless would be the best way to do it. I feel like well, there are some Pokemon that set up Sticky Web on entry, actually. That wouldn't be bad. I wonder if Volbeat learns Sticky Web. Okay, we may as well Zippy Zap, so if we can get the KO, why not, right? Okay, go nuts, Volbeat. You're doing great. Go ahead, destroy him with your 362 damage. I need to remember that Zippy Zap also always crits. Or was that a Pikachu ability? Another Tentacruel. Okay, either way, we Zippy Zap. Didn't we use it just... Okay, well that's 2 crits in a row, which makes me think it does always crit, but also I feel like I used it earlier in this episode, and it didn't. Wingull? At level 55? Wingull. Like... with a life form. Wingull. Not Pelipper. Wingull. I should have baton passed into Mega Luxray after getting as many buffs up as possible. Okay, there's Pelipper. I'm going to Luxray. I'm going to Luxray. I want to see big damage number. I want to see a big damage number on Thunderfang. I can't help it. I'm a simple man. I want to see big damage number. Okay. Watch Luxray get one shot. We get poisoned. Watch us get one shot. Ready? It's coming. We're gonna get one shot. Hurricane? Okay, that's fine. That's better than, you know, Water Spout. I know Pelipper doesn't learn Water Spout, but I was thinking of, like, the strongest water type move I could. Okay, that's fine, We Mega Evolve, we Thunderfang. Show me a big damage number, please. I wish I did this against the Wingulver. We're obviously not at +6. There's not going to be, like, 2,000. And Pelipper has actual defense, but still. Rocky Helmet, which should be disabled, right? Because Gleamize first disables items, so I don't take the Rocky Helmet damage. 791, yeah, maybe I should have said. Jaws of Carnage, big heal. Hurt by Rocky Helmet. But first disables the item, because it disabled that choice band that one time with Minior. I've got something wrong. I don't know what it is, but I've got something wrong. Jaws of Carnage devours Tentacle, though. It's weird that this guy has Wingulls and Tentacles. I guess he has 6 Pokemon, which is nice and all, but, like, what is happening to this poor guy? And then you send out your Tailwind user last and still get outsped because I have my Victory Dances up. That's unfortunate for you. Yep. 1199 damage. Not bad. Not bad. That's a respectable damage roll. I like that. Okay. Another double battle. Sure, we'll do another double battle. Who could I bring out that could be fun for a double battle? Small teaser. Small teaser. Let's go ahead and set up a Raichu real quick. Small teaser. Okay. We're gonna do a slight electric terrain shenanigan. Okay, we're doing slight electric terrain shenanigans. I said that I would wait until Winona, but like, I also want to see how well it does in a double battle because Alolan Raichu is absurd. It is absurd. It sets up electric terrain with its ability. It surge surfs with its ability. I just want to see the craziness. Okay, combining it with Mega Luxray, obviously an electric type. Drizzle, if I was running Thunder right now, would be going crazy, but... Okay. Does Rising Voltage hit both opponents? No. Okay, that was one thing that I wasn't sure about. I haven't used the move too much. Discharge, however, will hit everyone. I don't know if that is something that I want to do. Me and Starmie are speed tied. Interesting. Actually speed tied. Wow, okay. That's a little bit spooky, but I mean, we should be fine. I think... I like how the speed order changes while I'm flicking through, because it doesn't know. Wait, so if I click it while it's on me on top, will I go first? Can I see into the game's programming right now? Alright, we Rising Voltage. Wait. Yeah, right now it says Raichu above Starmie. Let's see. I don't think that's how it works. But I'm going to Rising Voltage into Starmie. I'm going to Mega Evolve, and I'm going to Thunderfang into Politoed, which should easily do enough damage to KO both of these. I just want to see big numbers, to be honest. I want to see some big numbers. We'll get the Scare off with the Mega Luxray to lower both of their special attacks, so I'm not too afraid of Starmie, even if it does go ahead and, I've just realized Scare hasn't been happening. Also, the Mega Stone isn't circling around like it was before, and I like that bug. Can they bring that bug back? I want that one to always happen. Raichu did go first, by the way. Just saying. I don't know if we were really, like, looking into the deep inner workings of the code. I don't think we were. I think it's just random, but maybe. Maybe. Either way. Interesting, regardless. So Scare plus Frisk might just not be working exactly as intended. I don't know. Scare was definitely the ability that lowers the special attack of the opposing Pokemon, right? So it just not be working. We'll see. Either way, I want to use Raichu a little bit. I'm in a use every type of Pokemon kind of mood right now. I also don't remember, do we get the Light Ball buff? I put it on just in case. I think it's just normal Pikachu and Raichu. I don't think it works with a Alolan Raichu. I could be mistaken though. I don't know a good way to test. Rising Voltage, True Power 420. that taking into account Light Ball? Because it would be 140 with... No, it's not taking into account Light Ball. It's taking in the 50% increase from Electric Terrain, the 50% from Stab, and probably some abilities or whatever. Yeah, I don't think it's taking into account Light Ball. I don't think we're getting a Light Ball buff or anything. I kind of just put it on just in case, because I wasn't 100% sure. But I know it works with regular Raichu. So, still worth it, but for regular Raichu, not Alolan. Alolan Raichu can easily run so many things. No. Don't make me do this. No. How dare you? How dare you? I don't want to. I don't want to hurt him. I don't want to hurt him. The fact that it survives a rising voltage is kind of nuts. In the electric terrain. That's so impressive. Look at that thick little beast. Actually incredible. I'm just impressed. I'm just impressed by Pyukumuku. I'm sad that we have to KO it. Poor little Pyukumuku, but you know. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. The nice thing about Alolan Raichu is it also learns Nasty Plot, which I would definitely be running over Discharge if I wasn't, you know, if I didn't just put this in place. Mostly because we were about to do a double battle was the main reason I put this on at all. So I would definitely be running Nasty Plot in singles over Discharge, guaranteed. So I suppose it is there for double battles to buff Mega Luxray, who we're going to keep using for a bit. There is the Abandoned Ship coming up, which could be interesting. I don't really know how changed that will be in this game, but I'm kind of interested in seeing. Either way, though, we found a Fang. Nice and simple. 4x super effective move into a Cramorant that we should definitely outspeed, because Cramorant is a Pokemon that I forget exists. All he does is give Pikachu that good gulp. That good gulp? I don't like the fact that I stuttered on the word gulp. Like, I actually gulped saying gulp. Is that how that works? It's like when people say yawn and people yawn. I figured out the secret. But yeah, we found a Fang. Goodbye. This was, yeah, very relaxing. Goodbye, Crawdon. Nice try. Spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. Okay, alright, well. Now I'm just sad. I let Mega Luxray down. I did this. I did this. Tragic. I'm gonna bullet punch you with Machamp. Because I don't know why I feel like I need to use priority here against a Crawdon, but Brain says 1 HP, go to priority. Brain works simple sometimes. And then there's one more Pokemon, which is Octillery. Do you have anything crazy? I kind of want to know what Octillery can do in this game. Water Ground type. Right. Yeah, that's a very good typing. Sniper, Quick Draw. Swift Swim plus Stall? Stall makes you move last. Is there more to Stall? Is there a secondary effect in this game to Stall to make it better as a buffed ability? Because that seems really counterintuitive, just like that. Searing Shot, Octazooka, Muddy Water, and Protect. None of that is particularly spooky. I think we just go ahead and hit you with a Drain Punch. Yep, there's the Quick Draw. To Quick Draw, Protect. Yeah, it also has Quick Draw plus Stall. Really weird. Really, really weird Pokemon. Okay. Really goofy. Muddy Water being ground type? So that was neutral, right? Is it not water and ground? Is it not a move that does both? No, it's just ground, I guess. Okay. Weird. I thought it was one of those ones that was like both at the same time. Like Flying Press. I definitely remember seeing a move like that in, I believe it was Quagsires moveset. I don't remember exactly what move it was. I could probably find out real quick. I thought it was Muddy Water, but I don't know. Unless it just takes the higher damage out of the two. Like if one is neutral and one is not very effective, it just uses it as neutral. It is Muddy Water. Ground and water at the same time. 5% chance to lower foes' accuracy. Ground and water at the same time. Therefore, if a ground and water type move hits my Machamp that is fighting Dragon, ground is neutral, water is resisted, it should be resisted. Every day I'm left with more questions, every single day. But either way, that's where we're going to wrap things up for today. Real quick, I guess I'm going to check the Dex nav, because I don't think we've been on this route, per se. Quillfish to Overquill could be interesting. I'll grab that. Luxray for ourselves, if we want to try and find out more about Stall, but I don't really care about that. Luminion, Veluza, I'm not too concerned about any of those. Overquill could be interesting, though. We have a lot of water types to choose from, so I don't want to, like, grab every single one right now. I want to try and keep things a little bit interesting, and we'll experiment with more water types later on, for sure, with, like, more rain teams and stuff. But for right now, if you guys have enjoyed this episode, leave a like down below, hit the subscribe button, and without further ado,